When I first came to Detroit, we still had about 1.3 million people in the city. The automotive industry was still very strong. There were a lot of good neighborhoods in the city.
I knew all the store owners on Livernois because as a kid, I had grown up with these people.
It was looked at as one of the great cities.
The United States Olympic Committee has chosen Detroit, Michigan as its nominee for the 1968 Olympic Games.
Detroit was a city that had a lot of growth. Obviously, it had a lot of problems.
People were angry, people were frustrated.
A city cannot have a compartment of haves and have-nots and expect the have-nots to be forever contented.
As Governor of the State of Michigan, I do hereby officially request the immediate deployment of federal troops into Michigan.
We said it couldn't happen, but it did, and the nation was shocked.
I don't know who to blame. It's really awful.
I was stunned because my whole childhood was burning.
There's a lot of myths that have kind of built up around 1967.
It was a time of taking back.
I think largely it was a race riot.
We didn't look at it as a race riot.
It kind of separated the whites from the blacks.
It was a response to the police.
It was a reflection of hopelessness.
Was it a race riot? Was it an uprising? Was it a civil unrest?
We need to know what our history has been.
If we look at history, we won't make those same mistakes again.
Detroit 67, looking back to move forward, it's all about how you bring a diverse community together around the historic effects of a crisis.
We want people to come away with better understanding the events that led up to 1967.
Everyone has their own perspective, and how do we begin to understand those perspectives?
We have to create a space of dialogue where we tell our stories and that we acknowledge each other's truth.
If people are gonna really come together, if we're really gonna take away the division, we have to have a baseline of understanding.
People need to feel a part of it, and they need to feel like they have the opportunity to be engaged in what's taking place in their city.
The story clearly has national significance. Detroit is a classroom, and everyone's watching.
I mean, the biggest takeaway would be action. I want people reflecting on A, what can they do to make a difference, how they can get involved, and then to come back and do something about it.